Okay, my name is Sandy Cooper, and when I lived in North Carolina, I was state librarian. It just seemed to make so much sense to work with all types of libraries to share resources, online resources. So I talked with Susan Nutter and Leland Clark and other librarians, and we eventually the idea um, sort of came together, working with the people who were, I'm trying to remember all the people who were parts of our various communities of interest. At that time, the Secretary of Cultural Resources was this wonderful woman, Betty Ray McCain. And she was very savvy politically and very good with the legislature. So she was the one who even came up with NC Live in one of our first meetings. We got the communities of interest together and the leaders of the communities of interest and came up with a legislative package and got it funded the first time through, which was really a shocker. And then we went live in April of whatever it was, 15 years ago. How was I involved? It was about 7 to 8 years. It was from 1997 when we first came up with the idea through March of 2005. So that's how long I was involved. What did I do? I was part of the group that cooked it up, and then I chaired the steering committee for the years that I was there. That was really that was always fun. It was a great group. Susan Nutter, Leland Clark, Jerry Thrasher, who am I forgetting? Community colleges, Beverly Gass. That was sort of my basic role, was to chair the steering committee, and and the working group, and it was a very cool collaboration. And I don't think it would have ever worked without that collaboration and that spirit of trying to find the way to make it work. I think it was the working group, and just I can just picture all of us in that same or in the room working together, and the group was so fabulous to work with. And I think that the personalities that were part of the startup had a lot to do with the success of Live. So it's so cool that it's still successful and thriving. Get the message out there so they can educate the public and the legislature about how important it is and what a cost saving. It really is they're getting a lot of bang for their buck by investing in library cooperation and having all the libraries work together to make the resources available. So what's the best thing about NC Live? I think it's a combination of the collaboration of the various communities of interest and the result, which is the richness of the resources that are available to anybody, anywhere in North Carolina. But I think that people need to treasure it because NC Live is something that most other states don't have, with the cooperation of every library, from the research libraries down to the small public libraries and small community colleges. It really is something that's special, and I think it's a reflection of what's special about North Carolina.